It's me, Amanda. So I was tootling around ideas for a makeup look because I was really wanting to do one. So I kind of thought about Project Runway and the fashion show, things like that, and fashion. So I was like, I'm going to do a Chanel inspired look. When I think of Chanel, I think of classic, black and white, just very sophisticated. Now, this is kind of a smoky eye too, so it's kind of a basic smoky eye, whatever, I don't know, but it's inspired by CoCo Chanel colors, well, Chanel black and white. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna take MAC's Prep and Prime loose powder, and this is my Sonia Kashuk buffer brush. I'm just gonna get a little on, and it really does not need a lot, especially with this brush. It packs it on pretty good. And I'm just gonna go underneath the eye and kind of pat this powder underneath it. Now, I would kind of recommend getting a cheaper one. I know you can get like a cheaper powder at the drugstore right now, but anyway, all that's going to do is, because we're using some black shadows and stuff, and I just don't want a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to take my SS150, I've got a little bit left on it when I did the other eye, and just kind of swipe some underneath that eye, just so it catches all the fallout and we can easily sweep it away. So the first thing you're going to do is I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which this is a holy grail product for me. I'm just going to swirl some of it on my finger and then just dab it along the inside of the eye. Well, I did the whole lid, what the heck. Okay, and then you want to kind of get a little bit underneath here. Then I'm going to take my 227 MAC brush, the big fluffy brush, and I'm going to take my NYX Trio. This is, I guess this is Trio 1. It has white, gray, and black in it. And I totally have jumbo eye pencil on it, but anyways. I'm going to take the white shadow right there. But any white shadow can do. If you have vanilla or anything like that, that's just perfectly fine. I'm just going to tap it over that pencil just to kind of set it. Then I'm going to take my 226 MAC brush, which just came out with Colorcraft. It's a re-promote from Blonde Brunette Redhead. It's just a tapered crease brush. The Essence of Beauty brushes by CVS work just as good. And I'm going to swirl it in the middle color, the gray. And then I'm going to go in the crease and just kind of define that crease and go a little bit on the outer V. Okay. Then I'm going to take my SS209, which is just a little tiny itty bitty brush. I'm going to spray it. I'm just going to get some of that black on the end, and you can use carbon if you want. I'm just going to spray it with a little Fix Plus. And this is the tricky part, because it does get kind of messy. I'm just going to go in the outer V. There. And then I'm going to cut that crease just a little bit more. With that black. Looks funny, doesn't it? So now I'm just going to take my SS224, get a little bit of black on it, and then just kind of feather it into that crease and buff out that harsh line. don't worry, we will make it look better because it looks really funky now. Then I'm going to take that same brush, kind of dip it off a little bit, swirl it back in that gray, and then go over this with the gray. I'm just going to buff the color out. Okay, so you can tell went a little bit too further down anyway, so I'm just going to take that NYX Jumbo pencil and milk and just kind of fill in the area where I want it a little bit better. I'm going to take a clean blending brush, just my MAC 217 fluffy blush, and just kind of buff it in. Now I've got too much right here, so I've got a Q-tip with some makeup remover on it. Just going to go in and clean it up. Okay. Then just take that clean blending brush and just kind of go over the entire thing. I'm just going to dip it in some of that white to kind of blend it out. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to take my SS266 by Sigma, which is the angled liner brush, dip it into a little bit of Black Fluid Line. And the way I like to start it is I kind of like to start with the wing part and then go down underneath the bottom lash line. And you don't really want to go too far in on the eye because this is kind of a light look. And then I'm going to go over that top and just kind of blend that so it's not quite so harsh. So that's it for the eyes. It's kind of simple, I know, really weird. So I'm gonna fix this. Now I thought about being very androgynous and darkening the eyebrow, but I decided not to. So anyway, in order to get that powder underneath it, this is just my 131. I used it for my foundation. I'm just gonna kind of go underneath here and just kind of dibble whatever foundation is left on this brush over it, and I'm just gonna go over it once with that. And then for mascara, I'm gonna use NYX Doll Eyes today. If you want to like lighten it up, you can certainly use a white eyeliner on the bottom lashes, which I think I did do on the other eye now that I'm thinking about it, but so that's it, my CoCo Chanel inspired look. Probably for blush I just used like a neutral pink or something like that because this is kind of dramatic. So what'd you guys think? Bye!